For thousands of years, the land of Vietnam has witnessed the rise and fall of countless dynasties. Throughout history, emperors, military commanders, and revered scholars have passed away, leaving behind mysterious tombs that continue to puzzle future generations. Some were constructed with craftsmanship so extraordinary that they seem beyond imagination. Others are surrounded by legends and curses that still send chills down people's spines. Today, join us as we explore the 7 most mysterious ancient tombs in Vietnam, places that continue to baffle archaeologists, historians, and scientists alike. Number 7. The Viet Qui Boat Tomb. In 1961, in Phu Ninh Commune, Tuy Nguyen District, Hai Phong City, a remarkable discovery forever changed the understanding of Vietnamese archaeology. Researchers uncovered a tomb unlike any other. It was not a stone tomb, a brick tomb, or a traditional burial chamber. Instead, it was a gigantic wooden boat tomb dating back thousands of years. The vessel measured more than 4 meters in length and over 1 meter in width. Carved from a hollowed-out tree trunk, it served as a unique coffin unlike anything previously found in Southeast Asia. Inside the tomb, archaeologists discovered more than 100 bronze artifacts. Weapons, tools, musical instruments, and ceremonial objects filled the burial chamber. Each item displayed a remarkable level of craftsmanship. Intricately decorated bronze axes revealed the authority and prestige of their owner. Bronze drums reflected the power of an advanced culture, while ancient musical instruments echoed the sounds of a civilization long gone. Yet the greatest mystery remains unanswered. Who was buried here? Was it a powerful Lac Viet chieftain? An undefeated warrior? Or perhaps a legendary leader honored with a burial reserved only for the most extraordinary individuals? The strangest detail is that no human remains were found inside the tomb. No bones. No skeletal evidence. No definitive clue to identify the tomb's owner. Only silent artifacts remained, as if guarding a secret that has survived for millennia. To this day, scientists still cannot explain why such a wealthy and elaborate burial contains none of the remains normally associated with a human tomb. Local legends offer their own explanations. Some believe it was merely a decoy tomb, an empty coffin designed to mislead grave robbers and conceal the true resting place of a powerful ruler. Others claim that the spirit of the tribal leader became one with the rivers and waterways, transforming into a guardian deity watching over the region. The Viet Qui Boat Tomb is not only one of Vietnam's most important archaeological discoveries, but also a testament to the brilliance of the Duong Sun civilization. It demonstrates that ancient Vietnamese society was every bit as sophisticated as many of the world's great civilizations, from Egypt and its solar boats to the legendary Viking ship burials of Northern Europe. And yet, after thousands of years, one question remains. Who was meant to rest inside the Viet Qui Boat Tomb? A forgotten hero? A legendary ruler? Or a historical figure whose identity has vanished from the pages of history? If the Viet Qui Boat Tomb leaves scientists puzzled, then the next site on our list sends chills down the spine for an entirely different reason. Number 6. The Ngo Duong Family Mausoleum. If the Viet Ki Bot tomb astonishes researchers with its priceless artifacts, then in Quang Binh province there exists another burial site that fascinates not only archaeologists but also geomancy masters and local residents. This is the mysterious Ngo Duong family mausoleum. From a distance, the complex appears hidden among mountains and rivers, blending seamlessly into the surrounding landscape. What makes it extraordinary is its placement. According to traditional feng shui principles, the mausoleum occupies a perfect location known as backed by mountains and facing water. Its rear rests against protective hills while its front overlooks a flowing river. Experts were amazed by the construction techniques. Massive stone blocks fit together so precisely that even a knife blade cannot be inserted between them. Multiple layers of defensive architecture appear carefully engineered to resist both the passage of time and outside intrusion. When archaeologists examined the structure, they found something even more surprising. The construction methods seemed far more advanced than those normally associated with the era in which the mausoleum was supposedly built. It almost appeared as though the monument belonged to an entirely different period of history. This raises an intriguing question. Who built this structure? And how did they accomplish such a feat? Local stories add another layer of mystery. Residents tell tales of individuals who attempted to break into the tomb in search of treasure. According to legend, every one of them suffered terrible misfortune. Some became gravely ill. Others reportedly vanished without a trace. As a result, few people dare disturb the site today. The mystery deepens when feng shui scholars examine the landscape surrounding the tomb. They claim the mausoleum occupies an extremely rare formation known as dragon and tiger guarding the throne. The mountains on either side resemble a dragon and a tiger standing watch, while the river flowing before the tomb appears like a silk ribbon stretching across the land. In ancient times, such a location was believed to be reserved only for emperors and those destined to rule. So who truly lies within the Ngo Duong family mausoleum? A powerful military leader? A mysterious clan that once controlled great influence? Or a family possessing extraordinary knowledge of ancient geomancy? To this day, no definitive answer has been found. Historical records provide almost no information. Its advanced construction techniques remain unexplained, and the local legends continue to fuel speculation. The result is one of Vietnam's most fascinating and mysterious burial sites, an enduring puzzle waiting to be solved. Number 5. The Tomb of Tran Tu Du. If the Ngo Duong family mausoleum leaves researchers bewildered with its perfect feng shui and seemingly advanced construction techniques, then the next tomb on our list inspires fear for an entirely different reason. Located in Tai Binh province, the tomb of Tran Tu Du is surrounded by stories of deadly traps and terrifying curses. Tran Tu Du was one of the most powerful figures in Vietnamese history. He played a crucial role in establishing the Nguyen Dynasty and was known for his decisive leadership, unwavering determination, and sometimes ruthless methods. Because of his immense influence during life, many believe his tomb was designed to remain untouchable even after death. Today, the mausoleum is located in Lim Chin Commune, Hung Ha District, Tai Binh Province. From the outside, it does not appear particularly grand. Yet according to legends and historical accounts, its interior may conceal frightening secrets. Stories claim that elaborate defensive mechanisms were built to protect the burial chamber. These included deep pit traps, rolling stone mechanisms, and even sophisticated devices designed to eliminate intruders. Anyone foolish enough to violate the tomb, according to local belief, would pay with their life. Villagers have long shared stories of mysterious misfortunes affecting those who attempted to disturb the site. Some allegedly suffered strange illnesses. Others reportedly disappeared without explanation. As a result, few people are willing to approach the tomb, especially after dark. Many believe the spirit of Tran Tu Du still watches over the site, guarding his eternal resting place. One particularly chilling legend claims that Tran Tu Du believed in the power of spiritual armies. According to folklore, loyal soldiers were buried alongside him so they could continue serving their master in the afterlife. Whether fact or fiction, these stories have contributed to the tomb's eerie reputation. Visitors often describe a heavy atmosphere surrounding the area, as though the weight of history still lingers there. Despite multiple restoration efforts, no excavation has ever penetrated deep into the heart of the tomb. Researchers have largely limited themselves to external surveys. Is this because they fear the traps and curses described in local legends? Or are there secrets hidden within that history has not yet revealed? The tomb of Tran Tu Du stands as both a monument to one of Vietnam's most influential statesmen and a reminder of how mystery often survives long after power fades. Number 4. The tomb of Nguyen Binh Kim. If the tomb of Tran Tu Du is associated with deadly traps and ominous legends, then the next site captivates visitors with something equally mysterious: prophecies that seem to transcend time itself. This is the tomb of Nguyen Binh Kim, one of Vietnam's most respected scholars and visionaries. Born in 1491, Nguyen Binh Kim was a teacher, poet, philosopher, and political advisor. However, he is best remembered for his prophetic writings and predictions, many of which are believed to have accurately foreshadowed major events in Vietnamese history. Because of his wisdom, future generations honored him with the title Tuyet Giang Phu Tu, meaning the master of the Tuyet River. Today, his tomb rests peacefully in Vinh Bao District, Hai Phong City. At first glance, the site appears calm and serene. Yet behind that tranquility lies one of Vietnam's greatest historical mysteries. According to tradition, before his death, Nguyen Binh Kim left behind numerous prophetic texts known as Sam Ky. These writings were said to contain predictions concerning dynasties, political upheavals, and the future of the nation. The mystery is that nobody knows where all of these manuscripts are today. Some researchers believe that portions of these hidden prophecies may still be buried somewhere within the tomb complex itself. Over the years, proposals to excavate the site have surfaced. However, because the tomb is considered sacred, such plans have never moved forward. Local residents strongly oppose disturbing the resting place of the great scholar. Many believe that opening the tomb could bring misfortune upon those responsible. As a result, some of Nguyen bin Kim's greatest secrets may still lie beneath the earth, waiting to be discovered. One enduring legend speaks of a wooden chest hidden inside the tomb. According to folklore, this chest contains revelations about the destiny of nations and predictions extending hundreds of years into the future. The legend claims that only when the country faces great danger will the right person appear to unlock its secrets. Whether true or not, the story has helped preserve the tomb's aura of mystery. What makes these legends even more fascinating is Nguyen bin Kim's historical influence during his lifetime. Both the Trinh lords and Nguyen lords reportedly sought his advice. Many of his recommendations proved remarkably insightful, leading some to believe he possessed an extraordinary ability to foresee future events. Modern historians continue to debate whether his prophecies reflected genuine foresight or simply brilliant political wisdom that later generations interpreted as prediction. Regardless of the answer, Nguyen bin Kim remains one of the most revered intellectual figures in Vietnamese history. His tomb is more than a final resting place. It is a symbol of knowledge, mystery, and humanity's eternal fascination with the future. And it leaves us with one final question. Could hidden prophecies still lie beneath the soil, waiting for the right moment to emerge? If Nguyen bin Kim's tomb is mysterious because of its legendary prophecies, then the next site on our list is tied to one of the most famous legends in Vietnamese history, the tale of the golden turtle and the magical crossbow. Number 3. The tomb of Duong Vuong. If Nguyen bin Kim's tomb fascinates people with legends of hidden prophecies, then the next site is inseparable from one of Vietnam's most enduring ancient myths. This is the tomb of Duong Vuong, the legendary king who founded the ancient kingdom of O Lac more than 2,000 years ago. His story is deeply woven into Vietnamese culture through the famous tale of the golden turtle, the magical crossbow, and the tragic fate of Princess Mai Chao. According to historical records and folklore, Duong Vuong built the mighty citadel of Co Loa, located in present-day Hanoi. The fortress was said to possess extraordinary defenses and became the political center of the kingdom. Legend tells us that during construction, mysterious forces repeatedly destroyed the unfinished walls. Only after receiving assistance from the golden turtle was the citadel finally completed. The divine creature later gifted the king a magical claw, which became the trigger mechanism for a powerful crossbow capable of defeating entire armies. However, the kingdom's downfall came through betrayal. The secret of the crossbow was stolen, leading to the collapse of O Lac. As enemy forces advanced, Duong Vuong fled with his daughter Mai Chao. When he learned that her actions had unintentionally aided the enemy, tragedy struck. The king executed his beloved daughter before riding toward the sea, where the golden turtle appeared once again. According to legend, he then disappeared beneath the waves and entered another realm. Because of this extraordinary ending, historians and archaeologists have long debated the true location of his final resting place. Several sites throughout northern Vietnam have been proposed as possible tomb locations. The most famous lies near Co Loa Citadel. Yet no definitive evidence has ever confirmed whether the king was actually buried there. Some believe his tomb contains priceless artifacts from the Olak kingdom. Others argue that no tomb exists at all, claiming that the legend of his disappearance beneath the sea reflects a symbolic rather than literal ending. Over the centuries, rumors have persisted about hidden chambers beneath County Loa. Local stories speak of underground tunnels, sealed vaults, and ancient treasures protected by supernatural forces. Several archaeological excavations have uncovered important relics connected to the ancient citadel. But none have revealed the king's burial chamber. This has only intensified the mystery. Was Duong Vuong truly buried near Koh Loa? Did his tomb vanish with the passage of time? Or does it remain hidden beneath layers of earth, waiting to be discovered? More than 2,000 years later, the questions remain unanswered. The tomb of Duong Vuong continues to stand at the crossroads of history and legend, where facts and myths blend into one of Vietnam's greatest mysteries. Number 2. The Imperial Tombs of the Nguyen Dynasty. While the mystery of Duong Vuong belongs largely to legend, the next site presents a different kind of puzzle, one rooted in documented history. Extraordinary architecture, and hidden royal secrets, scattered across the ancient capital of Hue or the magnificent Imperial Tombs of the Nguyen Dynasty, the final ruling dynasty of Vietnam. These tombs are among the most impressive royal burial complexes in Southeast Asia. Built between the 19th and early 20th centuries, they served as the resting places of emperors who once governed the nation. Each tomb reflects the personality, beliefs, and ambitions of the ruler buried within. The tomb of Emperor Minh Mang is known for its balance and harmony. The tomb of Tu Duc resembles a peaceful poetic retreat. Meanwhile, Khai Dinh's tomb combines traditional Vietnamese design with striking European influences. Yet behind their beauty lies a collection of enduring mysteries. One of the most famous concerns the burial of Emperor Tu Duc. Historical accounts suggest that thousands of laborers participated in constructing the emperor's mausoleum. According to legend, those who knew the exact location of the emperor's burial chamber were executed afterward to ensure the secret remained hidden forever. Whether this story is entirely true remains uncertain. However, the precise location of Tu Duc's actual remains continues to spark debate among historians. Another mystery surrounds hidden treasures. Many believe vast amounts of gold, jewelry, royal documents, and ceremonial artifacts were buried with the emperors. Despite decades of research, no major royal treasure cache has ever been discovered. Some speculate that secret chambers still exist beneath certain tomb complexes. Others argue that any treasures were removed long ago during periods of political turmoil. Adding to the intrigue are reports of unexplored underground passages. Researchers have identified unusual architectural features suggesting concealed corridors or sealed rooms within several tomb sites. Yet many areas remain inaccessible due to preservation concerns. As a result, countless questions remain unanswered. The Nguyen emperors invested enormous resources into ensuring that their final resting places would endure for centuries. Perhaps they succeeded too well. Even today, Many of the secrets buried within these majestic complexes remain beyond our reach. The Imperial Tombs of Hue are not merely monuments to royal power. They are historical puzzles that continue to challenge archaeologists, historians, and treasure hunters alike. And while many mysteries have already been uncovered, others may still lie hidden beneath stone walls and ancient foundations. Number 1. The Lost Tomb of Emperor Quang Trung. At the top of our list stands a mystery that has puzzled historians, archaeologists, and treasure hunters for more than 2 centuries. Unlike the previous tombs, whose locations are at least partially known, this one presents a far greater challenge. The final resting place of Emperor Quang Trung, one of Vietnam's greatest military leaders, has never been conclusively found. Born as Nguyen Hue, Quang Trung rose from the Tay Son Rebellion to become one of the most remarkable figures in Vietnamese history. He is best remembered for his stunning victory over the Qing invasion in 1789, when his forces marched at incredible speed and defeated a much larger army during the Lunar New Year campaign. His military genius secured Vietnam's independence and earned him a legendary place in the nation's history. Yet despite his immense achievements, the location of his tomb remains unknown. Quang Trung died unexpectedly in 1792 at the age of just 40. Historical records suggest that he was buried in a grand mausoleum known as Dan Duong. However, only a decade later, the Tay Son dynasty collapsed. When Emperor Zhao Long established the Nguyen Dynasty, he launched a systematic campaign to erase the legacy of his former rivals. According to historical accounts, Zhao Long ordered the destruction of Tay Son monuments and burial sites. Many historians believe that Quang Trung's tomb was deliberately dismantled or concealed during this period. As a result, the exact location of Dan Duong disappeared from the historical record. Over the years, numerous theories have emerged. Some researchers believe the tomb lies beneath modern-day Hue. Others argue that it may be hidden within the surrounding mountains. Several archaeological surveys have identified promising sites, but none have produced definitive proof. One of the most intriguing possibilities centers on an area near Thien An Hill in Hue. Excavations have uncovered architectural remains that some scholars associate with the lost Dan Duong mausoleum. Yet the evidence remains inconclusive, and the debate continues. Adding to the mystery are persistent local legends. Residents speak of buried treasures, hidden tunnels, and secret chambers connected to the lost tomb. Some stories claim that loyal followers concealed the emperor's remains to prevent them from being desecrated. Others suggest that clues to the tomb's location remain hidden within historical texts waiting to be properly interpreted. The disappearance of Quang Trung's tomb represents more than an archaeological puzzle. It symbolizes a missing chapter in Vietnam's national memory. Finding the tomb would not only solve one of the country's greatest historical mysteries but could also provide invaluable insight into the final years of the Tay Son dynasty. Despite decades of investigation, the answer remains elusive. Somewhere beneath the soil of central Vietnam, the resting place of one of the nation's greatest heroes may still be waiting to be discovered. And until that day arrives, The lost tomb of Emperor Quang Trung will continue to stand as Vietnam's most fascinating burial mystery. Vietnam is a land rich in history, legends, and cultural heritage. From the ancient Viet Qui boat tomb, filled with mysterious bronze artifacts, to the enigmatic Ngo Duong family mausoleum, the feared tomb of Tran Tu Du, the prophetic legacy surrounding Nguyen Bin Kim, the legendary mysteries of Duong Vuong, the majestic Imperial Tombs of the Nguyen Dynasty, and finally the elusive lost tomb of Emperor Quang Trung. Each site offers a unique glimpse into the past. Some mysteries may eventually be solved through archaeology and historical research. Others may remain forever hidden beneath layers of time, preserved only through legends passed down from generation to generation. Yet perhaps that is what makes these tombs so captivating. They remind us that history is not merely a collection of facts. It is also a story of unanswered questions, forgotten secrets, and humanity's endless search for understanding. Which of these mysterious tombs fascinated you the most? And if given the chance, which one would you most like to see explored in the future? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into Vietnam's most mysterious ancient tombs, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more fascinating stories from history. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next documentary.